from a general manager who tried to sue Gordon Ramsay and lost everything.
No one is getting served from this fucking restaurant tonight. Let's make that clear.
To a chef who was literally arrested for destroying his own restaurant.
He's doing the middle line. He's serving it out.
I'm tired of fucking excuses. I'm taking all the blame here. I look like a fucking jerk off. This whole fucking town, I'm tired of it. Jose is not communicating.
These are 10 Kitchen Nightmares owners who destroyed their own careers. Starting with Martin Hyde from season 1, the general manager of Dillons who tried to sue his way to redemption but ended up ruining his reputation forever.
I was resting, just thinking of various things I've got to sort out. And one of the waitresses was rubbing my hair. It was a natural thing.
Martin wasn't just a bad manager, he was totally disengaged. While the kitchen was serving what Ramsay called dehydrated turds and green chicken, Martin was found lying in a dining booth getting a scalp massage from a waitress.
Girl stroking your hair, massaging your fucking ego. You're such a fake.
Not fake, I'm just... Why are you saying I'm a fake?
If this was your money, would you let him stand here playing with his dick? That's what you're doing here, isn't it? You're riding Mohammed, you know. You're skinning that poor man. Yes, you fucking are. General manager. General Toffpot.
When Ramsay exposed the infestation of flies, the moldy burgers, and the cockroaches in the basement, Martin refused to take responsibility. He tried to blame the cooks, even though he was the one in charge of the American-Irish restaurant with an Indianness to it.
What is that?
I don't know what it is.
You don't know? Moldy. That is, quite frankly, the worst hamburger I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my God. These were my fucking potatoes for lunch. Are you in charge of this? Are you responsible for this? That was the salad I had. Lunchtime. It's green. It's beyond edible. Give me an answer, because I'm shitting myself.
Yes, there's a head chef responsible for
But his real downfall happened after the show. Martin decided to sue Gordon Ramsay for $500,000, claiming his portrayal on the show was unfair and that the production team faked the gross conditions. The lawsuit backfired completely. The case was thrown out and Martin was left with a destroyed reputation.
Tonight, Mohammed,
Yeah.
I've never used you, I've respected you,
Yeah.
I'm proud of what we've done.
You sat in it.
Yeah.
You ran it. You sat in it.
Yes.
You wasted it.
Yes, I wasted,
Yeah,
yes.
You encouraged it. You
This
let
wasn't
this
always
go.
like this.
You
It
let this
spiraled.
go to shit.
It spiraled out of control, and I asked
feel
you to
guilty.
come on board.
I'm glad.
Not guilty. Yes, this
So
is
you're
my
staying
last
now?
night.
Why
This is
telling
my
me?
last tonight.
Okay, please tell the owner, not me.
This is my last night. I'm out of here. I quit.
In a final act of arrogance, after overhearing Ramsay tell the owner to fire him, Martin cracked. He defended himself one last time before quitting on the spot, leaving the restaurant he mismanaged behind for good. While Martin tried to use the law, David from the Black Pearl tried to use pure hatred.
Is that one of the owners? Yes, it is.
Out of the 3 owners, I like David the least because his ego tends to get in the way of a healthy atmosphere.
Don't touch the tickets.
David was one of the 3 owners of the Black Pearl in New York. From the moment he walked in wearing sunglasses indoors, he clashed with Ramsay. He claimed to be a hands-on owner, but his actions showed pure arrogance.
Canadian lobster, half the price of a Maine lobster, is the same taste and flavour.
There's a big difference.
That's right, so they get them from
I'm
Canada.
using Canadian lobsters.
That's right, that's what they do.
But I don't advertise them as Maine.
He fought Ramsay on everything. When Ramsay exposed that their Maine lobster was actually cheaper Canadian lobster, David refused to admit it was false advertising. Worse, when a customer complained their mussels were sandy, David didn't apologize. He went to the table and lectured them that mussels are supposed to be sandy.
Service sucks here. Kitchen must be fucking buried.
During the final service, while his partner Greg tried to run the restaurant, David sat in the dining room actively rooting for him to fail, criticizing the new menu and mocking the staff. Ramsay called him passionless, soulless, and ungrateful, to which David smugly replied by calling him Gordy.
Fucking pretend to care. Oh, fuck, Gordon, come on. You don't give 2 fucks about this place.
Really?
You're not passionate about running a restaurant.
Really?
You're just abusing it and using it.
What did I do?
I've never met an individual that's so full of shit in all my life.
How have I been lying to you, Gordy? How? Tell me.
Gordy.
Yeah, how? You want to disrespect me? I can disrespect you too. But tell me how. Tell me how I've
I'm
been
not
lying to you.
disrespecting, I'm telling you the truth.
No, you're disrespecting me because you don't know the truth.
The restaurant closed just days after the episode aired, but David didn't go quietly. He wrote a now infamous open letter to the public where he blamed Ramsay for everything. In this unhinged rant, he famously wrote that when Gordon Ramsay dies, he would dance on his grave.
I disagree with you on almost everything you said.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Why do you disagree?
Because you're wrong.
This public display of malice sealed his fate. He didn't just lose a restaurant, he burned every bridge in the industry and eventually retreated back to music production. David's words were violent, unlike Sammy Settembre, who was just a criminal.
Jerk off in front of his asshole.
After a frustrating evening in the kitchen and in the front of house, Sammy has hit his breaking point.
You know something? Don't even fucking make it none. Shut everything fucking down and forget it. I don't really give a fuck. Shut it down. Don't fucking do nothing.
Sammy, the owner of Sabatiello's, was a nightmare of an owner who claimed his food was excellent while serving soup that was 3 days old. He had an ego the size of New York, but his breaking point came over a piece of lamb.
How did you want your meat cooked? Would you want it rare? How do you want it?
Medium rare.
So can we make you another one? Will you wait, or you don't want it at all?
Wait, but the thing is I don't want you to stick it back in a microwave if it's not.
No, we're gonna throw that out and make you a new one. Nobody's talking about microwave. You're the ones talking about microwave.
They came out of a microwave. Otherwise, they wouldn't be like exuding heat.
Do you work for a microwave company? You know so much about a microwave.
When a customer complained her lamb was cold, Sammy ordered his chef to microwave it. When she refused to eat the microwave meat, Sammy went to the table and mouthed off to her. When he finally brought a new dish, the entire dining room broke into sarcastic applause.
No, wait, we're not done yet. I want to see you cut into it. How is it? Is it still too rare?
You know what? I'm done. No more chances.
Unbelievable.
Humiliated and furious, Sammy completely lost his cool. He didn't just kick out the customer, he shut down his own kitchen in the middle.
I've never seen 58 covers done in such a difficult way, you know that? Is that normal for you to go into the kitchen like that and talk to them like that?
If I didn't go in there at all, forget about it. We wouldn't have 20 entrees come back.
You've got no right, as an owner, to be so selfish and start picking on fucking staff or blaming customers.
But his downfall didn't stop at closing the restaurant in 2009. Reports surfaced that Sammy was arrested for a shocking act of self-destruction. He physically vandalized his own former restaurant building, causing significant damage and landing himself in legal trouble.
He's doing the middle line. He's serving it out.
I'm tired of fucking excuses. I'm taking all the blame here. I look like a fucking jerk off this whole fucking town. I'm tired of it. Jose is not communicating.
From a proud restaurant owner to a man arrested for destroying the very place he built, Sammy's fall from grace was total. While Sammy destroyed his own restaurant, Matt from Park's Edge destroyed his career from the bottom up.
And then there's a fry station.
Okay, so you do the fry station. I will absolutely not cook a chicken wing.
You won't cook a chicken wing?
No. What's that? Don't feel comfortable frying a chicken wing. Why not? Unless she wants to put on a pair of orange shirts and go out there and serve it. They're here to train us, okay?
You gotta turn around and give them a hard time? Check yourself before you check them out, okay? I'm gonna ask you again.
Matt wasn't the owner. He was a line cook with an attitude problem that poisoned the entire kitchen. During the relaunch, when Ramsay introduced a new elevated menu, Matt refused to get on board. He complained that serving chicken wings in a fine dining restaurant was stupid, fighting the very changes meant to save the business.
That's overcooked. I know you don't care, but I do. And you're supposed to be working hard tonight to help get this place turned around. Why are you now trying to sabotage it? Mr. Shitter who thinks he can't fucking cook a chicken wing, can't even drop a piece of pork in the fryer. Look at it, dried, piece of overcooked pork belly.
During the final service, his attitude turned into sabotage. He sent out undercooked pork belly and then a cold replacement. When confronted, he didn't apologize. He acted obnoxiously, forcing the owner, Jorge, to finally step up and kick him out of the kitchen.
What'd you say?
I said chill out with the drama.
Get out of here, right now.
Jorge has had enough.
Get the fuck out right now. You know what? What'd you say? Get out of here.
All right, fine. It's cool if you're gonna be serious like that.
Matt, see ya. Let's continue working, please.
But the real darkness of his character came out later. Reports surfaced that Matt was arrested and charged with battery and aggravated stalking. The details painted a disturbing picture of violence.
I'm not a violent man by any means.
It turns out his aggressive behavior on the show wasn't just TV drama, it was a glimpse into a genuinely volatile personality. His career in hospitality is effectively over, replaced by a criminal record that proves Ramsay's instincts to get him out of the kitchen were right all along. While Matthew's crimes were physical, Alan Safran's crime was betraying his own flesh and blood in one of the most toxic family dynamics ever captured on film.
No. Do you want to try it? Some people have
called me a meat sculptor or a meat creator. A lot of different celebrities have eaten my food and have said it was fantastic.
Alan Saffron wasn't just a bad owner, he was a man living in a complete fantasy. He claimed to be a meat sculptor who created top-notch burgers, yet he didn't even know how to pronounce the ingredients he was using. He insisted on serving Wagyu beef, his mispronunciation of Wagyu, while serving dry, frozen patties that he claimed were fresh.
Ready. Are you making them a burger too?
Yeah.
With the Wagyu.
A what?
With the Wagyu.
I'm smart enough to listen to what Chef Ramsay wanted. He wants a nice, juicy burger. He wants something with flavor, not frozen meat.
But the bad food was just the tip of the iceberg. The real horror was financial. It was revealed that Alan had taken $250,000 from his son Daniel's trust fund, money Daniel had inherited from his grandfather. Without Daniel's permission, he used his son's future to fund his failing meat sculpture fantasy.
How frustrating was that? I mean,
Very.
your dad was handling your money?
It was in a trust account.
Right.
That he had access to.
How did we get in this situation?
My dad, in all his wisdom and the way he can just manipulate, said, why don't we open a restaurant? And I said, well, that's a little ridiculous. We know nothing about it. Let's not do that.
Unbelievable. How much did it take?
$250,000.
Wow.
I was infuriated. Why did you do this? Without even my approval. And he's like, I thought you'd like it.
The stress of dealing with his father had taken a physical toll on Daniel. Despite being in his mid-20s, he was losing his hair and constantly on the verge of a breakdown. Alan didn't just steal his money, he gaslit him. He constantly undermined Daniel in front of the staff, treating him like a child rather than a partner.
Every single one of these people here, everyone.
You have to stop caring about Yelp. He's trying to get you off of this shit, man.
You're missing my point, Danny.
I don't care about Yelp.
Danny.
I only care about
Danny.
food. Delivering food. No, enough.
The toxicity was a family affair. Alan's wife, Jen, was just as destructive, constantly fighting with the chefs and accusing them of needing Prozac whenever they critiqued the food. The dysfunction was so deep that Alan even gave Gordon a copy of his memoir, Gentle Satan, a book he wrote about his own father, a notorious Australian crime figure who he claimed backstabbed him, ironically unaware that he was doing the exact same thing to his own son.
It was about my father. That's what my mother called him.
Is that you on the cover there?
That's my father.
That's your father?
That's me.
Did you have a bad relationship with him?
Oh, yeah, because 34 years ago, he wanted me to stay in Australia and be in his business. And I said, Dad, I don't want to be in their business. Plus, I've met a wonderful girl in New York. I want to move there. He said, if you leave Australia, it'll be the end of us forever.
In the end, Alan and Jen finally stepped back, allowing Daniel to briefly run the place. However, the damage was too deep. The restaurant closed in 2012. Years later, in April 2028, Alan Saffron passed away from a heart attack, leaving behind a complicated legacy of a father who couldn't separate his ego from his family. And while Alan's family drama was toxic, it was nothing compared to the global meltdown of Amy and Sammy.
Shit. Yeah, I tell her not to do it.
Never got our pizza, I never got this. My fucking ass.
Stop the red pepper ravioli and stop the,
It's ready.
the big.
Sammy.
Stop it. They're leaving. I don't care.
I am not gonna do
Amy,
this.
stop it.
Fuck them, stop what? It's in the oven.
You know the story. Amy and Sammy didn't just run a restaurant, they ran a dictatorship. They believed every bad review was a lie written by haters and refused to listen to anyone.
Don't know what is wrong with it. If anyone tell me that my wife's food is no good, I just tell him to leave the restaurant. I don't want him and don't come back. Is your first time?
Last time.
And last time, don't come back, madam.
The abuse wasn't just verbal. Sammy was caught physically threatening customers who complained about waiting over an hour for pizza. But the most shocking revelation was financial. Sammy admitted to stealing 100% of the servers' tips, claiming he deserved them because he did the most work.
4B. No, 5B. Are you sure? You don't need to question me, Katie. You can go home right now. I'm sorry. Sammy?
Yes, darling.
I would appreciate it if you would send Katie home right now.
No,
I don't need
it's
an
okay.
attitude from her. She comes
No,
and she
it's
said,
okay.
it's because there's the two others.
The environment was so toxic that Sammy admitted they had fired over 100 employees. When Ramsay tried to reason with them, they refused to listen. For the first time in Kitchen Nightmare's history, Ramsay realized they were beyond saving. He didn't renovate the restaurant, he simply walked away.
You have the right to run the business the way you want to run your business. I have the right to do the right thing. And the right thing for me is to get out of here. Good luck.
But their downfall post-show is a saga of its own. They became internet villains, causing a media storm that Amy called Disney World for the crazies. Then the real consequences hit. It was revealed that Sammy had a hidden criminal past involving drug and extortion charges in Europe.
No, okay.
Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, I will fuck with you. Who the fuck you think you are?
Oh my God, Sammy's going to hurt him.
I'm fed up. I'm getting sick and tired of your bullshit. Well, then fucking answer my question. Then fucking answer my question.
Tell the customers they're gonna get their tips.
The result? Sammy was deported to Israel. The pressure was too much for the perfect couple. They divorced in 2021. Amy moved back to Arizona to bake cakes alone, while Sammy remained in Israel, ending the chaotic partnership that fueled the most insane episode of television ever made. While Amy and Sammy faced international consequences, Joe Nagy from season 6 was focused on a much pettier fight.
Trained and worked for many old school chefs that were Europeans.
Just hit it with that wine right there.
And always visualized having that place of my own.
Joe was the owner of Street Bistro in Ohio, famous for claiming his food was farm to fork when it was really freezer to fryer. He constantly bragged about being trained by old school European master chefs, but when Ramsay confronted him about his frozen seafood, he suddenly denied ever saying it.
My God. Half frozen, blood stains, sat. Well, it's not even frozen, it's half soft, half frozen. Where's that from? No date. Wow.
His incompetence was staggering. When Ramsay complained the French onion soup lacked onions, Joe literally put raw onions into the hot soup and served it back. When Ramsay called him out, Joe exploded in one of the most famous shouting matches in the show's history.
I'm trying to reason with you, Joe.
I get it.
Fine.
I get it.
Fine. But I am not here to show an idiot you can't put fucking raw onions in an onion soup. I can't teach you that. That's called common sense. That in your tiny mind is not common. Pardon? Come here, you. Should we put raw onions in a caramelized onion soup? Tell him!
No.
Thank you. You've got talented staff to tell you that. Ask your chef. Stop asking such ridiculous questions. Come over here and tell me it's crispy. Are you that stupid?
So don't fucking serve the thing, right?
Whose restaurant is it?
It's my restaurant and I'm asking for
fucking
help.
responsible.
I'm asking for fucking help.
Then wake up.
You wake up.
Idiot.
Fucking come in here and help me instead of running your job.
I didn't say that, you wake up. After the show, Joe didn't just close, he went to war. He sued the production company for missing items, claiming they stole a rug, some cooking equipment, and damaged his ceiling. He demanded compensation for humiliation. The result? A settlement of just $1,000, a petty end for a man with a massive ego. The lawsuit was a losing battle. Joe eventually broke his promise to stay out of the kitchen, renamed the restaurant Maple City Tavern, and finally closed for good in 2016. Joe Nagy wasted his own money, but Vic from Fiesta Sunrise destroyed his stepdaughter's future.
Wow. Oh, shit. When was the last time this was cleaned out?
Yesterday.
What's this?
That's the rice.
The famous rice?
Yeah.
That's the fresh rice, is it? I got served the old shit, yeah? What's this one? Where's that one from?
Yesterday.
Which one's the fresh one?
Vic wasn't just a bad owner, he was a financial predator. He funded his failing restaurant using his stepdaughter Patty's credit and savings because his own credit was ruined. He racked up $850,000 in debt, forcing Patty and her husband to pay his mortgage while he played restaurant boss.
It was gonna be this bad.
Well, I realized it was bad. We can't pay our bills.
I resent my mother. I think she put her husband before me, and it's hurtful.
I'm just hoping to God that Chef Ramsay will...
The kitchen was a house of horrors. In one of the vilest scenes in the show's history, Ramsay found a massive plastic garbage bin filled with refried beans inside the kitchen.
Gentlemen, I'm so sorry, but we're stopping service. Everything you've had to drink, eat so far is all on the house. Sir? That thing in your hand, put it down. If you'd just seen where it's come from, like I have, you wouldn't be eating it. Very sorry. Close up. No bill anywhere.
The place was so filthy that Ramsay found cockroaches crawling in the kitchen and had to call exterminators immediately.
Fuck is that? That is a fucking joke.
Despite the help, Vic learned nothing. The restaurant didn't just close, it was seized by the IRS for unpaid taxes before the episode even aired on TV. Vic walked away, leaving his stepdaughter with a destroyed credit score and a broken dream. Vic ruined his family's finances, unlike Chappie from season 6, who ruined his own reputation by biting the hand that fed him. Ramsey gave the restaurant a vibrant, modern makeover to replace the dreary decor and even paid for a consultant chef to help. Refused to work with the new chef and reverted to his camera stopped rolling. The restaurant closed shortly after the episode aired. Chappie went on a media tour bashing Gordon Ramsay, claiming the padlock on his door told the real story. And while Chappie blamed the makeover for his failure, Abby from Down City was living in total denial of reality.
Shit!
Can you say something besides
just loopy?
I've been called worse than that.
Wake up and admit it's shit!
Bring it on.
Oh, come on.
Bring it on.
Abby started on the wrong foot before Ramsey even entered the building. Down City provided room service for his hotel, and when he complained the food was awful, she told him she would fire him as a customer. She ran her restaurant like a dictator, refusing to listen to anyone.
So wet?
It's sauce that they toss it in.
Just say that again. You fry it.
They fry it.
And then
And then they toss it in sauce.
And it's soaking wet. All the crispy batter's just coming off.
You know, it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's not mine.
Yeah, it certainly is not mine either. But however, I'm optimistic.
When Ramsey critiqued her food, calling the calamari soggy and disgusting and the meatloaf lukewarm chunks of crap, she didn't listen. She accused him of faking the mess in the kitchen and called him a stuck-up little bitch.
It's like a funeral in my mouth.
A funeral?
Yeah.
Well, it kind of does look like something died.
What's the matter with that?
That's gross.
What?
We're not doing too good here.
Her meltdown is iconic. In the middle of the dining room, she screamed at Ramsey, "Get the out of my restaurant!" And the legendary line, "I am not a dog."
I will go. Get the fuck out of my restaurant, please.
You are so in denial.
Okay.
You need therapy.
You're a disgrace to this industry. You can get out of my restaurant.
Even though she eventually accepted the help and the makeover, the damage was done. Her explosive attitude on national television made her the face of bad management. The restaurant closed in 2011, and Abby became a cautionary tale. If you fight the person trying to save you, you will drown.